Hello there. This is episode 18 for Hadrian, for our insane difficulty hardcore run. Hadrian just reached level 9, which means that we're going to start to get ready to make him the greatest wizard, or readily give him the fastest crash course of wizardry you can ever imagine. Yes, we're going to put that point into flails. I know I only have 3 points in axes, but I think
very well.
Having a little bit of weapon variety with that is going to be necessary. So,
it's done.
So, the first thing is we want to just identify stuff and get rid of stuff that we don't need.
Yes.
This is a recording made afterwards. Normally, I'm not going to do that for the rest of this. I'm not going to intentionally do that for the rest of this run. But I wanted to save myself a little bit of time. Getting rid of a ton of extra items I didn't need. Taking a sneak peek at a couple of items I could use later on. Adjusting the inventories. Doing the same thing.
Let's go.
Give me your money.
Into the flames we leap.
Okay.
Let those who stand in our path beware.
A few scrolls.
Is it important, peasant?
Because you know what we're about to do. And a scroll case for good measure. Get ourselves adjusted.
It's done.
All right. Now, there's two ways you could do it. I could just straight up just say, hey guys, leave my party. I'll pick you up someplace later. Or you could just avoid confrontation by leaving them in a house.
Come, let's go.
You don't have to close the door. I just close the door for good measure. And then reform the party, taking them out. They're not going to bug you. They're not going to bother you.
Into the flames we leap. Let those who stand in our path beware.
And from there, we can take the fastest crash course to become a wizard imaginable. Yes, we are going to dual class. We will dual class to mage. And because we have a quarterstaff, let's just go ahead and do quarterstaffs. Plus, the nice thing about quarterstaffs is that even though it's a two-handed weapon and you're not going to get quite as many attacks, it's bludgeoning. So if we absolutely need to use one and get a bludgeoning attack, that's not a bad situation to put yourself into. Because bludgeoning damage has the fewest enemies that resist it. So the spells I chose, I definitely wanted Find Familiar.
Does each step that we take on this adventure lead us very well?
So the nice thing here...
at your service.
Apologies for the slight amount of skipping. A couple of spells that I want to get, and guess what? We're already at 8,000 XP just from doing a couple of spells. Because you'll see, each spell gives me at least 1,000, and it's multiplied by the spell level. So a level 2 spell will give me 2,000, etc. Right? Yes, I'm going to use Mage Armor. I know there are better spells out there. But the big spell that's going to be the MVP for this early part, because I want to get into as few fights as possible, because my character is
it's done.
Not very strong right now. And because I want to get into as few fights as possible, the best way to do that is to cast Invisibility.
An excellent plan.
So we're going to go ahead and just go to the docks. The slums.
The one I'd be looking for, if I not be mistaken.
Cool.
Not what I want, but what I can be doing for you. Now, Imoen, hey, that dear name. Young lass made the misfortune of casting a spell or two in a city that frowns on such business.
Hadrian likes to live on the edge. He jumps right into a city where magic is illegal, and what does he do? He becomes a mage. It's a big brain play right there.
Best place to hold such a dialogue. I'd be having a place that would suit far better. It'd be just a short walk from here. Why don't I take you there right now? Unless you have some reason for not wanting to come along. Woo! Come with me then. Whew! It's good to be seeing you once again.
Now, in the Tweaks anthology, one thing that you can actually do is you can actually increase the amount of gold that's required for both finding Emwyn, getting into chapter 3 to 2, whichever chapter it is, right? And an increase of the amount of money needed to get your wizard license. I have played with those before. I'm not going to do this for this run because I think that hardcore difficulty and increased speed is tough enough, but you can do that if you are interested. All right. I'll be back with the money. Medine is looking for adventurers. He can eat
The deal is made, and you have a goal, albeit a distant one. Your
Eat a
new
chorizo.
friend has assured you that passage to Imoen can be bought, though you are certain the final tally will include much more than gold. Any help is welcome, however, and while the cost may be steep, your path is clear. Finding Imoen will lead to Irenicus, and to answers long overdue.
These are the prisoners from the disturbance at Joaquin's Promenade.
What is known?
Not but their names. The mage is John Irenicus. The girl is Imoen.
I didn't do anything. He did it.
Silence, child. Allow the fool to make his judgment.
Why was this man not gagged? Did he not slay 4 of you?
We dared not approach.
Regardless, in the end, he came willingly.
What should be done with them, sir?
They are deviants. Let them rot in Spellhold.
I do think that these additional cutscenes add a lot to the game experience for Baldur's Gate 2.
Come, let's go.
Wow, an adventurer.
Just go to the nearest tavern. The big thing is I want to avoid fights, right? So at least not until I get my fighter levels back.
Those who stand
I feel like once I get my fighter levels back, then I'll
Does
actually be
each step
decent.
that we take on this
There's
adventure
Yoshimo
lead us
and
closer to
Animan.
Yes. Perhaps you have more courage.
Don't want to piss off Animan because Animan is going to be useful later on.
I am Anomen, warrior priest.
I'll just kind of play it that
What is your name?
I can't take his offer right now. And there's Nalia.
To hear my plea. Anyone? You all know me. I've helped some of you. Is this the thanks I get? I've helped lots of your kind.
Have you though? What have you done for me recently? Sounds like you're coming to me with your problems. Alright. And of course, the man that we really need to talk to is Lord Jirdan.
I am called Lord Jirdan Firecrack.
Jirdan Firecrack.
And hear what I offer. Word has come to me of your actions. I see you as capable and headstrong, with the ability to handle whatever is thrown at you. Just the type of creature that I am looking for.
Just the kind of creature I'm looking for. Destroy with fire. Or they regenerate, gosh. You know, Jordan, if you wanted, you could just go into like the Dearnese lands and take those over. Just saying. They got lots of trolls that need some toasting.
Well, hello to you.
Definitely want to open this up.
Oh, one is always able to provide entertainment.
For the longest time, I misread that first one. Instead of companionship, I always read championship. I thought, oh, well, yeah, because they have a fighting ring in the back, right? That makes sense. No. Companionship. All right.
Very well. It's done.
By the way, I think it is going to be rather humorous that, wait, no, cast Find Familiar. And Clear Spot. I like having the familiar in, like, the top corner.
Yes.
And I'll just put them right in my pocket. I want to pick you up, put you in my pack. Now, cast invisibility.
And I don't like
Hide
how
my
this
beautiful
place
face
feels.
in the world.
It is as if we're being watched.
You're in Athkatla, of course you're being watched. Alright, hopefully I don't get... Good, I didn't get ambushed.
Come, let's
Greetings, citizens. I trust you'll be keeping your weapons at your sides.
Alright. First thing you can do without having any fights whatsoever is you can take care of the Skinner murders. Costs a little bit of gold, but it's worth doing if you are interested. By the way, this is not meant to be a purely educational guide. This is kind of just me trying this for the first time in ages in a hardcore mode, so really trying to avoid combat whatsoever. We'll see how this turns out. See the marks on him? It's called stab wounds, idiot. Yeah, you're an old warrior ward. Good wolves mean trouble. Lots of trouble. I know what you mean. Those bakers, man. I just wanted to also knock out the Nira thingamabobber right on the get-go. So we're gonna do... Yeah.
Stay back. I've got a knife. I won't go with you.
Come, child.
I actually, when I was editing this, I actually did consider, like, fast-forwarding through this part.
You're lying.
I was like, no.
My mother isn't with you. She's...
Beamdog worked hard on this.
She sent us to fetch you, my dear. Take my hand and you shall see.
It's like so much that Beamdog did was, like, beautiful and added, like, so much to the game.
Get away from her, you witch.
I don't, like, knock what she's done, what they've done, but
hey, you kiddo. I need you to take this.
The Nira stuff is kind of meh.
What's going on? Who are you? I'm Nira. I'm gonna take you somewhere safe. Just take the talisman, all right? Is this a trick? Are you trying to hurt me?
Yes, of course it's a trick.
Elf. She's ours.
Half elf. And if you
Half
don't get out
elf.
here, things are gonna get really ugly.
Half
As ugly as that witch and her tricks.
Witch and her tricks.
Yes! I knew you had it in you. Huh. Sorry, witch and witch lackeys. She's safe now.
You didn't think this through, did you?
Not real well. But that's what magic is for.
Another one eludes us. I suppose the fault is as much mine as yours. I was the one who trusted you, after all. Come along.
When you don't take responsibility, it's not really an apology. Keep that in mind, right? You can call it an explanation. You can call it whatever you want, but if you don't take responsibility for what went wrong, you probably shouldn't be apologizing. It's not human flesh.
Are you interested in some thrill style?
Tell me. So basically, like, you go through these dialogue options. They seem to have, instead, you know, it even goes beyond the
I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
like the good and evil options, just by having the options of polite and rude. Basically, good cop and bad cop options. Turns out exactly the same way. Turns out exactly the same way. My God, it's the tanner who's killing random people at night for their skins. Who'd have thunk it?
I'm sorry I am closed at the moment. Come back when I have replenished my stock. I see. You have gathered this evidence.
You get all this evidence.
Into the flames we leap. Let those who
go.
stand in our path beware.
23,000. I do have a dagger. I've got a knife. Alright. To level 6. How many days has it been? Since we got out of Irenicus' dungeon, I believe it's been less than a day, and I'm already a level 6 wizard. Level 6 mage, rather. I can do things that Harry Potter can't do. And I don't need a stupid wand.
Does each step that we take on
It's a
very
different
well.
magic system. You can't compare the two. Well, I'm comparing. That's what I want to see. I want to see the fight between Irenicus versus Voldemort. See who wins that. That would be a joke. Voldemort's immortal because he is... Yeah. His home had other victims too. We actually didn't see that. And again, another 45,000. Yeah, see, didn't have to start a fight. We already have, what is that, 87,000?
It's done.
Didn't even start a fight. Now, I do want to get out of this area before it gets to nightfall, but I do want to move down to the other end. I want to try to see if... Oh, we can rest anyway. Just don't want to be by that upper part of the bridge district where I can get ambushed by thugs. Always nice. Oh, excuse me. Improved visibility.
An excellent plan.
Hello,
Yep. Let's go ahead and rest. Samuel Thunderburp. Invisibility. You will notice that the biggest nerf to a lot of the spells that I'm casting are in the durations. For example, and dropping a stone skin scroll.
How much do you plan on weighing me down with exactly?
Okay, inventory. There we go. Put them away. Well, I was about to say, stone skin has been severely nerfed in the fact that it is not permanent anymore. It is 8 hours. I think I come to that realization while I'm doing this and have a minor freak out over it. But that's okay. Sometimes it is what it is. Go back into the tanner shop.
Into the flames.
So I don't want to
leap.
talk to anybody.
Does each step that we take on this adventure
Being
lead us
invisible
closer to
helps
our
out
death?
with that.
I wonder.
Hadrian, you are a nerd. You're a massive nerd. Alright. Right now, this scene doesn't make sense. I am invisible. You can't see through invisibility.
Oh, come on! Wait a tick. Is that you? Huh. Some days
No, you don't know me
sure.
at all. I have to be off.
Meantime,
Bye.
it looks
Very
like
well.
I'm hoofing it. Unless you happen to have a jade figurine of a horse and a
Yeah, I'm
saddle.
not sure why it didn't let me leave that way, but say lovey. Say lovey. Alright, so the next step is to go over to the Windspear Hills. Yes, my invisibility did wear off, but we'll just recast it for this fight.
Yes.
And we'll avoid it. Potion of freedom, potion of magic shielding. Huh. Interesting that you guys would be immune to that. Well. That's an Ankeg. Don't need to pick a fight with an Ankeg now. And then we move it down. Right now, if my timing is correct, we can essentially get double the XP from turning in the acorns.
Nature knows much of you. The trees speak of your presence.
Perfect.
Nature knows much of you.
Yep, and you see we got 32,000. 32,000. Double the XP. An additional 97,000. 9,700, sorry, 9,700. Alright, brings us up to a cool 162,000. So we are more than halfway to the 250,000 point to get our old abilities back. How many days has it been? We also need some level 5 spells. And we need more spells in general.
An excellent plan.
Do I want to... Okay, so like, improved invisibility is very short. Whereas this lasts for 8 hours. Do I rest here? No, I can cast this. I don't even know if I can rest in this point, but... Alright, so, make our way back. Let's go back to...
Come, let's go.
Back to the slums. Probably should have gone to the graveyard, but a lot of things I probably should have done.
Into the flames we leap.
At this point.
Let those who stand in our path
I think
beware.
at this point, I just decide... What do I decide to do?
I got some cheap beer.
Well, I think I rest. That's what I do. Sell the gems that I collected. Have a dream.
A dream. A dream of many things, of friends and family. These things always mean something.
No, they really don't, Emwyn. No, they really don't. You don't understand the dreams I have. I don't even remember them most of the time.
Do you remember these doors? I remember... Yes, this was my home for so long. But it is too late to go back. They wouldn't have you now. They wouldn't have me. Had no use. Someone else does. He wants something. I don't know why. Those in the cows don't even know. Why don't I know?
So, I feel like true torture would be casting whole person and then telling them about this dream.
Gorion?
Yeah,
Or
be
the
one of
others?
those guys.
I think I do.
Be one of those people.
You know, I had the strangest dream last night. I was in my childhood home, and my best friend was walking me around, and there were statues, and then they blew up when we started talking about them because we forgot about them. And then she turned into a statue, and then she blew up because my jailer, the person who put me in prison, erroneously, it's a long story, but basically, he was telling me how she couldn't forget, and I had to forget, and so I'm so confused. What does it all mean? Oh, there was lava?
Do you remember Saravok or any other? I don't know.
Oh,
They
that
saw
is
your
torture.
death and mine. They seemed so important at the time, but I don't remember them at all. Something else.
They seem so important at the time.
Dangerous. Closer. I can feel it. Do you remember?
I mean, let's also face it. Saravok was kind of... he's great. Wonderful villain, but also absentee. Most of the game isn't really there.
Come too late.
She resists. She clings to her old life as though it actually matters. She will learn. It is a portrait of what has happened and what may happen. Do you cling to the past, or can you see through the pain? You feel the potential within, don't you? Will you cringe from what you know you want, what you can take as your own? You know what you want. It is you, after all, which has brought us to the dream. Nothing is real. Yet.
Will you cringe from what you want? Basically, are you a good Catholic? So really, magic is completely legal in Athkatla as long as you cast it inside.
I wonder.
Alright.
Very well. It's done.
Where do I want to go now? Where do I want to go now?
Yes. An excellent plan.
I think go back to the Adventurer's Mart and see if I can get Potions of Thievery. And I'll cast, get the level 9 spell. Get a couple additional spells. And then get Potion of Genius. Potion of Genius will be good because that way I will, I'll be able to expand my repertoire of spells that I can actually learn each level. Because having 19 intelligence still limits the number of spells I can actually cast.
You shall never have her, you ridiculous fool.
Oh my gosh, Carbos!
It is
and
you
Shank!
that shall never have her. She loves
My first murders. I mean,
no,
justifiable murders. It was self-defense in both cases.
Don't fight over me, please.
They brought a knife. I hit them with a stick. It's not that big of a deal, guys. In fact, they probably weren't even dead. I mean, clearly, they're not dead here. Even though I might have chunked one of them. I don't remember. You're going to war against an elf with a knife or sword.
Hello, pal.
Blood on my dress. Gross.
Shank, I want to talk to you. Oh, I can't talk to Shank anymore. Alright. Okay, at this point, we go back. I think it's time we,
You are still alive and enjoying Athkatla's bounty, I see.
we're going to do some thievery. So, Yoshimo is only going to be used for one purpose. Now, I like Yoshimo as a character. I like Yoshimo as a thief. I take him in a bunch of runs. However, the downside with him is that if you know anything about the game, you know that the XP that he gathers is taken away from other
Into
opportunities.
The flames we leap.
So,
Let those who stand in our path beware.
remember how I mentioned I wanted to avoid fights? Yeah. Don't worry, I'll kick his ass later. Super annoying, though. Alright, we're gonna rest.
That we take on this adventure
There we
lead
go.
us closer
I
to
don't know why I
our
rested
death.
a second time. Alright. Again, cast invisibility on us. Now, I want to try to see... Yeah, avoid that mugger. Avoid these shadow thieves, because one backstab. Goodbye, run. Where's the fence? Dang it! I don't know where the fence is. Maybe I can go...
An excellent
here.
plan.
Mad cleric.
Explain your intent and make it good.
Somehow he can see through invisibility. Don't know how. But I can open doors.
Come, let's go.
To the lady.
For whatever you're after.
See if she has any potions of thievery. The lost scrolls. No potions of thievery.
Into the flames we leap. Let those who stand in our path beware. Does
All right,
each step
we
that
will
take
at
on this
least
adventure
pick
lead us
up-
closer to our death?
Yes, I'm still here.
So, the dialogue obviously is different if Yoshimo can be seen. Yoshimo can't be seen. It's a little bit strange. Kind of catches me a little off guard, but we're going to go ahead and just...
Yes, the details. How shall I put this? One of my
start the
guild
Mavar
bosses
quest
to the
one.
south is run by a rather ambitious fellow named Mavar. Good thief, but I never liked him. Now I know why.
Okay, letter of transfer.
Very well.
I'll take care of that later. But the big thing...
I am skilled in avoidance.
It's done.
The big thing is I need to go over to Gorsh.
Yes.
Gorsh actually has potions of thievery. Gorsh also has potions of invisibility. I may have wanted to take a few of those, but I didn't. I think 5 should be enough. Alright, give these to Yoshimo. Visibility on myself again. Get myself out of the area.
Into the flames.
And we were waylaid.
Let
Which is
those who
crazy
stand
because
in
we were
our
waylaid
path
for the
beware.
first time.
Does
And
each
we're also
step
on
that
the
we
other side of the
take on this
city.
adventure lead us closer to our death? I wonder.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Adventurers Mart.
And their accumulated wealth, yes?
And by God, you will see.
Very well.
Oh. Okay, he doesn't care.
It's done.
Ribald Bardaman at your service.
I feel like there's an easy explanation you can give to Ribald. Basically, be like, dude, you ever try walking the city at night without invisibility up? That's crazy. You'd be crazy if you're gonna do that. All right. Now the cool thing is Yoshimo. Every time you take one of these potions, they stack. So now he's got pickpockets 195. I probably didn't need this many. Because I think it actually does cap.
You require my
280.
help? Where shall I display my skill and expertise?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it caps, but I think this should be enough.
So this, eh? I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Alright. I have that kind of like anticipatory moment of, okay, am I ready to do this? Am I ready for some 5-finger discounts? Well, guess what? You bet I am. Here we go. Yeah, I just decided to fast forward through all of this because, you know, you guys know me. I guess I don't like stores. I don't like inventory scenes. I get why they exist, obviously. And when you're in the game, hey, it's nice to buy some stuff. But when I'm recording stuff, I'm like, do I really want to like have to
ready, I think.
Go through all of this?
Excellent plan.
Alright, a ton of spells. Now we're going to go over to the bookstore.
Welcome to my establishment.
Do the same thing. Any spells that I don't have, also an additional scroll case. Okay.
What do you need?
Give everything over to Hadrian. Alright, now. Here's how classy Yoshimo is, right? I'm going to reform party. Have him leave the party.
I do not wish to end our pairing before our tasks are done, but perhaps a rest is in order.
Perhaps the rest is in order. He gets it. He's like, yeah, we'll see each other later. Classy guy. We know you did it for a reason, but... Alright. So that's the first of many. So we're going to go ahead and drink that. You see 1,000 XP. guess what? It's time to just start learning spells. I should put a warning on this with flashing imagery. Apologies about that for our more sensitive viewers. Yep. And you see that we got ourselves up to 412,000 XP. Got our abilities back. We are now level 11, I believe. We gained level 5 spells. I thought we gained level 6 spells as well. But yeah. We now have everything back. And in 5 days, we are a stronger, more powerful wizard than Harry Potter ever was. So, I think we won. We won the Wizarding School game.
It's done.
So, with that, that should wrap us up for the day. I gotta figure out what my next step is gonna be. But especially considering that now I am a level 11 mage, I may want to continue soloing just for a little bit before going on to get more power. But being a level 11 mage is really nice. But with that, we're going to call it a day. And I want you all to take care and good luck. We're all counting on you.